What's P, y'all? Uh, got a little news for you. It ain't necessarily news. It's some shit I thought you should know. That's all. Uh, what we got? Breonna Taylor's sister kicked out of court for wearing T-shirt demanding arrest of police officers for fatal shooting. So she was kicked out of court for a T-shirt, but her sister's dead. All right, we're gonna get into that when we come back. Y'all take this intro real quick. Boom, boom, ping, ping.
Music teasing.
Kendra, you're the best. Kendra Blackwood is the fucking best.
Shout out to Kendra. You know that's who usually does the whole DeMayo. But I am TZ Von Savage, and I am more than capable of bringing you the mayalistic mayhem of the Mayo Mafia. So that is what I intend to do. This is the Keep It Podcast, where we take news and situations and everyday occurrences and show how one could or could not be keeping it P. Everybody's saying P now. Keeping it P, pushing P, P. We're the originators. Remember that. Remember, as my co-host would say, we ain't trying to tell you what to think. Nah, we ain't trying to do that. We're trying to show you how to think when you find yourself caught up in a racist war propaganda propagated by the mainstream media and the Rethuglicans and the Democrats. They come together, right? Same bird, right? 94-1, super sane, bipartisan, for a crime bill against you, my brother and my sister. But this bogus story starts off: the sister of slain Kentucky woman Breonna Taylor, 26, was kicked out of court Wednesday for wearing a shirt demanding the arrest of officers who opened fire in a tragic March 13th, 2020 encounter. No, in a tragic March 13th, 2020 assassination. Fire detective Brett Hankinson. Usually, when you're fired from your job, that means you're pretty bad at it. I mean, usually, it means you done did something and you suck at your job, so we had to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? But whereas when you're a police officer and you're taking people's lives, oh, just get out of here. You know, you'll get a job down the street. You know, um, the fired Buckethead, he's alleged Buckethead, isn't on trial for Taylor's death. He is instead facing charges of wanton endangerment because rounds he allegedly, blindly, in quotation marks, so he got an allegedly and a blindly fired, entered a neighboring apartment, putting a couple and their child at risk. So not for murdering, not for who you killed. I murdered somebody, that's all right. But next door, though, there's some bullets that went next door, and you're in trouble for that. You can't be shooting the folks next door. With darkies, shoot all of them you want. Or darkies is, you can shoot them. Everybody else, off limits. You don't do it. Breonna's sister was told the shirt, which stated "Arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor." So you didn't even name no names. It ain't like you was like, "Arrest Detective Buckethead Brent." No, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. You just was like, "Yo, the cops that murdered my sister should be arrested. They said it's inappropriate to wear in front of jurors because it could present bias. How's it biased if he's not on trial for that? He's not on trial for murder. He's not on trial for nothing that has to do with the sister. So if it doesn't, that's like her wearing an O.J. Simpson shirt to the trial, and you're like, oh, it could present bias to the trial, to the jurors, because it's an OJ shirt. That's not even the same case. It's a court case, so no court case shirts can ever be worn in court. No, that's not true. The judge told her to change her shirt. It is a standard. Oh, now this is where they want to mail-splain and tell you how the judge wasn't out of law and out of pocket, and that this is just regular standard procedure, and there's nothing to see here, people. Judicial rule for parties to in court to not wear attire which advocates an outcome in a matter. It doesn't have to do with that. You just said it. It has to do with him shooting allegedly blindly into the apartment next door. So it has nothing to do with her sister, right? Right? That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Right. Palmer voiced his frustration with the state's case because prosecutors did not bring charges over her sister's death. Right. So it can't have nothing to do with the shirt. Right. I left because I just feel like they're running around in circles about what really happened instead of actually really presenting why they're there. I'm sorry you're going through that, sweetheart, but that's a classic case of dub S. That's what they do. They give you a little bit of truth, and then they run around in circles. The same way, just like HR 40, just like reparations, we run around in circles about it, but we going to give you some voting rights. That's what we going to do, voting rights. Back from, right? Voting rights. We still talking about voting rights. I thought people was on the bus and they did boycotts in 1960s and when we talking about voting back in Abraham Lincoln days or something, right? Ain't that why y'all say he's so great, right? He freed folks, let them vote, right? Oh, okay. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. Harkinson, Mattingly, and Detective Miles Cosgrove opened fire that night, murdering Breonna. They came in illegally. They're going to say with a no-knock search warrant, and they were serving and doing their job. They came in illegally, got dumped on, little goofies, and then ended up shooting innocent folks. That's what happened. A police sergeant testified Wednesday that the original no-knock warrant was actually briefed as a knock and announce. So y'all didn't even. So hold on. Y'all didn't even have the right warrant. How you don't get in trouble for that? You wasn't even supposed to be there then. You wasn't even supposed to be there. The Kentucky Attorney Buster General Daniel Cameron announced that the Mattingly and Cosgrove were justified because Taylor's boyfriend opened fire at police first. Yes, because you came into a place you weren't supposed to be and you were never supposed to be there, right? So yes, as a law-abiding citizen, I opened fire protecting myself. Duh. Mattingly was struck in the leg because he's horrible. On top of that, at least 3 grand jurors who indicted Harkinson have said that prosecutors only presented the wanton endangerments, not the homicide case over Taylor's death. So here we go with some more lying. Oh, we brought it in front of the jury, the grand jury, but nobody wanted to bring charges. They was like, no. They just told you 3 of them did. So this is what happens when y'all falling out in the streets. Oh, we got justice. Yeah, Aubrey's killers, they got federal time for hate crimes. They was already found guilty of murder, fam. All while you celebrating, they slid this right past you, right? Slid this right past you, kicked out baby girl all out the courtroom, clowning the young lady and all of that, right? Breonna's about to, memories about to go down in flames, right? Because we're going to forget about this next year when they drop White Hennessy, right? Right? But the attempted murder charge against Walker got dropped after he said he did not know police were at the door. So you was gonna give attempted murder for the boyfriend for protecting himself in the crib where he's at. Now you was gonna charge him with murder, but the people who came to a house illegally, kicked in the door illegally, not even supposed to be there, and they were there illegally, you're not gonna charge them with nothing. You're gonna charge them with the shots that went next door. Right. That makes a lot of sense. He said cops barged in and did not announce themselves. They said they didn't announce themselves. It's a no announce, no knock. They just said that. The FBI determined that Cosgrove fired the fatal shot, killing Breonna. They never gave us the opportunity to deliberate on anything but the charges for Hankinson. Right. Right. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Right. The prosecutors that's supposed to be for your justice that y'all be crying, putting your pearls and your chucks on for, right? Not set up for you. It's set up against you. But y'all be rah-rah and cheering. How can you cheer for a system that's always going to be against you just because you get a couple wins? Now you rah-rah. Well, it's the only one we got. It's the only one you got because it's the only one you accept. The juror too told Gayle King that that was it. As a matter of fact, when they announced that those were the only chargers, it was an uproar in the room. Wasn't no uproar in the room. If y'all would have really clowned out, you'd have said it right away. You could have recorded. You know what I'm saying? Come on, all of y'all got social media. Stop. That's not no uproar. Stop it. There were several more charges that could have gone forward on all of those officers, or at least the three shooters. Juror 2 called Cameron a liar for saying that the grand jury agreed that Madeline and Cosgrove were justified in shooting back. Are we shocked that the Attorney General's a liar? So they're saying, Cameron, the Attorney General for Kentucky, you're a liar, sir. You, sir, are a liar. They're saying you're a liar. Said you didn't bring no charges, bro. You didn't offer none, Buster. Criminal defense attorney said impossible for the state to prove criminal wrongdoing in Taylor's death. How is it impossible? They weren't supposed to be there. That's not criminal. You went somewhere, you killed somebody. Oh, because I'm a police, I'm allowed to make mistakes that kill people? Come on, dude. That don't even make no sense. Oh, well, okay. Well, attach it to the pension then. If you make a mistake that kills somebody, okay, you don't go to jail. You don't get your pension. I bet black people stop getting killed. Attach it to your pension. Or let's community police. Oh, you don't want to do that though. Because if I have to see you in the grocery store and you just slapped up my little brother, pull up season. Hashtag pull up season on you. This is always going to be a civil matter for Breonna Taylor's family. Whether we think something wrong happened in that no-knock warrant that night, whether we know something wrong happened, it doesn't really matter for her family, unfortunately, because I don't think they have enough to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. But you had beyond a reasonable doubt though for Walker, the boyfriend, to be charged with attempted murder. See, you even put that on the table. You won't even put it on the table for the police, right? Okay, right. The death was blah 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 blah. Um, oh my gosh, how she thought the prosecution was doing terrible. She said, "I don't feel like they're doing exactly what they could be doing. That's the end of the article. That they asked Breonna Taylor's sister how they think the prosecution's doing, and she said terrible. They do terrible every time. Every time the prosecution across the globe, across the United States, they do terrible when it comes to dealing with the killing and murdering of Black Americans. They're horrifical. There's no justice on there. And we keep giving peace. What happened to no justice, no peace? That's all I'm saying. Y'all keep doing all of this when there needs to be more of this. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Just gonna mold you, scold you, and fold you about being on code, y'all. A little love, peace, blessings, and maloha go a long way. Remember, stay on code, y'all. Remember to hit the like, share. Remember the like and the share? We need y'all to do that. And last but never least, we need y'all to declare anti-Black racism a public health crisis. Caught me grooving. Hey, if you haven't shared the program, you got a log now that ain't being on code now. Go ahead and share that. Share, and share now. Sharing is caring now. And this wasn't even really that. This wasn't even news. It was just some SHIT I thought you should know. Matter of fact, that's a new show. Stuff you should know. Here we go. Take these commercials off. Take that.
Music TV.
Everybody know you get the money from that robbery before you went upstate. I told you motherfucker ain't got your money yet, man. What the fuck you mean you ain't got the money yet?
Fuck you think you is, man? Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something? What you gonna do? I'm supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
I got it. Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look, see, I don't play with this shit.
Kyrie with the give and go. I get it cheap for the low. More snow than the Eskimo big birdies. Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like midnight. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got
He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit. You can count lava down, but you can't count them out, baby. Life give me lemons, I make lemon rain. I gotta go, gotta hustle to get it. If you ain't talking business, little shawty, you trip.
Hey, Ray.
Hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confusing. I had to say it for my own amusement. What I'm trying to say is, can we go cruising? Top down, blow some good gas, and listen.
Russian cream, leaves, Keith, oil, premium bud. Man, I hustle in the street, but I'm a freak with the love.
Bring that ass over, tryna bring it back. I'm a big dog, tryna bring it back. I'ma slide in the way to bring it back. Let a nigga.
All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see
Music TV.